It's from California. We start it up. It'll run, doesn't smoke or anything, but after it runs for a while, it starts to knock. Pulled the oil filter, and then we found brass shavings in the oil filter.
Is this it?
Yeah, this is it right here.
What's in it, 6.7?
6.4.
He's buying the whole package.
Yeah, just do a preliminary inspection on it, so I did that. And
well, cool, let me listen to it.
Only has like 86,000 miles.
This is, how am I supposed to work on this thing? Okay, get some stretch going here first, man. I get up in this truck without stretching. I'll be pulling something. Voila!
Let me get that for you. I think I'll come in that far door so then I can just back in since this thing's so long.
Okay.
The other thing I noticed too is he's got moss growing on his fender liners here.
What?
It's on both sides.
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
I've never seen that either.
You know, and I've seen a lot of stuff, man. What a moss and a bad motor have in common. Stay tuned, I'll figure it out. I don't know. We got a motor for you?
Yeah,
Is that what
motors
this?
Sitting right over here.
All right, we're ready to go. Let's open this bad boy up, dude. Oh yeah.
O-ringed and studs.
Studs. And we do any turbo upgrade or just stock?
Just a stock replacement.
Okay, cool. You know if we put a bigger cam in or anything like that, or?
I think it's just a stock build with
yeah.
the upgrade for O-rings and studs.
Which on a 6.4's smart.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool, man. Let's get a ripping. How long is it going to take you to do it? You know, I'm always asking you this question. It's like my most famous question with you.
Yeah, probably about 2.5 days. So
2.5 now. He was always pushing 3. Now you heard him. He's now 2.5. I say since it's Wednesday morning, that means you'll have this baby ready to roll out of here for Friday end of day, right?
For the end of the week.
Get on it, big man. All right.
Found these little treasures sitting in the bottom of the pan.
Well, these are definitely thrust washers off of the bearing, and they've come off of the main bearing because these are actually attached to the bearing. They don't sit on the block, which means that crank is probably junk, the block is probably junk. That means that thrust is wiped out. but we'll see what we got in there.
We have Chris here this morning, and he's from Vixen. Helped me dial in my Vixen blaster. We're loving this thing. We've had it for, I think, a couple of weeks. But what we've got here is an LV7. Ooh, common. We're gonna take a cylinder head right off the engine, get it disassembled, take it over to the Vixen.
We've done dry media blasting for a long time. What do you think about it, Joey? Sucks.
The main benefit, you've got a better working environment for you and your guys. You've got components that are greasy, oily, and if you put that into a dry environment, you're gonna clog up all your media straight away.
Our customers expect a job that's done right, but they also kind of expect a good look.
Your machine, complete stainless steel, rubberized, interior, the wiper. I mean, it's an industrial pump on there. I mean, the amount of volume that you're giving me to pump slurry, so much more than any piece of equipment I'm finding out there. Now that we got the valves out of this, you can see how much oil and dirt and how dirty it is. Our ports, our combustion chambers. We're gonna take this now, we're gonna take it over to the Vixen, and I'm gonna show you how fast that can give us a good product. Hit the gas. I can rinse everything off. I mean, look, come here. Look at this quality hinge. And I've got a drip tray here. I mean, those attentions to detail to tell you got a good quality piece of equipment. Just 5 minutes, just to show you how fast that cleaned up. Look at my ports, clean. The surface texture has been changed. It's so much smoother. It's kind of like polishing. Everything about it is so much quality. I love it. So we're day 2, and I know people are like wondering, how do they do a whole motor in 3 days? Because we got motors in stock. We don't pull a motor out of a truck until we got one ready to go in it. Bearing's seen better days. Here's my thrust and it's gone. That bearing is, let's lift the crank out of here. This main bearing here, I'm gonna be careful not to cut myself, get this off of here, but it's actually spun in the housing. That's why it's so paper thin and it's sharp as a razor blade. See all the dark hot area in here? That bearing was spinning in the housing. This block is ruined. Now his heads might still be good, but the block and crank are junk. Tell me why we do an upgrade, and it's SMB?
Yeah,
is the company?
SMB company makes a silicone body mount. It's a lot better material. This is a factory body mount here. You can see this one's already starting to crack out.
Yeah, and it's shorter. It's like,
yeah, and you can see it compresses.
Collapses.
Too.
Yeah.
They compress over time and they deteriorate and break, and then you get your body flexing on the frame. And it's actually pretty common. I've seen quite a few that actually break the radiator end tank just from the body flexing. Yeah, so whenever you have a radiator leaking on a 6.4, I always make sure to check the body mounts too, because usually that's what's caused it to break. So
Sweet, dude. That is exactly condition, cause, correction, confirm. That's an excellent job, dude.
Yeah.
You know I really think the world of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're about just ready to put this motor in there, aren't we?
we are.
That's a pretty sweet deal right there. Does the red thing go on the top? It does?
red
Wow,
thing
that
goes
is
on
nice.
top.
All our engines come with heat tabs on the cylinder heads. There's another one, there'll be one up here, right here on the head. And then the block, the cylinder block will also have a few of them. And what that does is this little indicator here will melt out once it hits about 230 degrees.
On the diesels, it's 215.
Two,
Lower.
oh, that little solder plug right there would melt out. If that melts out, your warranty is void. That's how we know you got the engine too hot. Every manufacturer does that. But this thing's ready to go, man. Let's put it in. Our motor mounts look good and everything?
Yep.
Now he's doing a little trick right now. We want the tranny just to slide back just a little bit. So we loosen the tranny mount bolts. You'll allow that whole tranny and transfer case to slide back a little bit. And we have found that just that little bit makes our life a whole lot easier. We got to push the engine back more.
Yeah, the torque converter is studded, so we just gotta make sure.
You gotta line them studs up. Are we kind of lined up? That looks like it's pretty dang close, dude.
I can't see a stud.
Hang on.
Can you?
You got to lift me up. Just take the engine up, just a skosh. There we go.
There we go. That's really close right there.
Yeah. There you go. Gosh, you're so good, dude. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna lower the tranny just a little bit. Okay. Okay, now use that big old muscles you got, dude, and just push this thing back. Now all we got to do is get it down here on the mounts. I'm golden on this side, dude. How you looking over there?
Okay, we got that one started.
Okay. It's just catching that little lip on that thing.
Yeah.
Voila.
Whoa.
Okay. Now the fun begins.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to show you something that shows me I got the best guy in the world working on this stuff. Look here. So, put a new turbo on this, but you see where he has this bracket is in the correct position, and it's between the bolt head here. Because if you had that off just a little bit, it wouldn't fit right. I mean, everything about it, from every bolt that has been painted to say that we've torqued it correctly, I just can't stress that enough. That on a job like this, everything's routed correctly, every bracket is connected. There's nothing that's not torqued down and verified. Remember, condition cost correction confirmed. He's confirming that with some of these paint marks. This is quality. Dang, you're good, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's get the cab down on this bad boy. Watch your shifter cable down there that's on the right side of the frame rail.
How's the front bumper looking?
Looking good. It's all good. This freak. Where's this guy driving this thing? I think we're good, man.
All right.
Let's let it down another skosh. That should be enough. We can still move the truck and get a bolt lined up. Let's see if we can get a bolt in there.
The body needs to go to the right, towards the passenger side. It needs to come down just a little bit
The
for
truck?
this bolt to grab.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Looks like you got her, huh?
Yeah.
All right. You got the 6.4 done in this truck? It's a big job, big truck. You know, people ask me all the time, they say, how should I drive it? You know, after I put an engine in, drive it like you stole it. Our technology, finishing the cylinder walls, that engine's broke in before you get it.